Okay, we're going to start with this first communication style, passive communication. Now, in a lot of ways, passive communication is is not communication. Or in its most extreme way, the person doesn't communicate what they need or what they want from a conflict. They're, for a lot of reasons, might be avoiding expressing their feelings or their needs. Maybe they don't feel like they're important enough or that their opinion matters. And they speak, these folks that do this, and again, I think we're all guilty of some of this sometimes, depending who we're around, they speak softly or apologetically. Sometimes I think all the Canadians are passive communicators. But the problem with this, when we're not coming forward, for whatever reasons we have, we're not coming forward and saying what we really need from this conflict and asking nicely for it, feeling that we're not important enough to ask for that, is it allows other people to infringe past what's okay with us and cross our boundaries, even infringe on our rights in some cases. Usually people in a passive style are not making eye contact with you. They're slumped over, it could just be that they're in this state right now, or it could be that they're always like this. There might be some misunderstanding about them being a weak person, but really I think what's going on is they simply don't feel comfortable asking for what they need from the conflict with the other people involved. And that has a lot to do with the other people involved as well. The problem with going about this communication in this way, I should say, is that you're not really okay with what gets resolved in the conflict a lot of the time. You sort of take a backseat and let it play out without putting too much of what you need into the conversation. So it's probable that you won't get what you need from this. And that can really build resentment towards the people who are being even assertive or aggressive in communication and are winning the conflict. And what can happen is that can build up inside you, and then there can be this outburst from someone who's normally quiet, gets very upset until you hit a threshold, till you can't take it anymore, and then out it comes, and usually not in the most constructive way. People who have passive communication styles often get really anxious or depressed or resentful because they're letting their own boundaries be crossed, and they've learned this behavior of that's okay from somewhere. They're not considering their own feelings, and they're not expressing them clearly. So the other people in the conversation don't know what they need. So it can be frustrating for others as well. Clearly, if they're not expressing what they need, it makes it difficult for this conflict to resolve in a way that gets them what they need.